This here is first cutting hay, and I don't think it's quality the second cutting is, but it's not too bad. This guy is a real nice guy that we get it from, and he does a real great job on his alfalfa. So it's got some stems, but all first cut does. He's going to get a hold of us as soon as the second cutting is done, and we're going to pick up 10 or 15 more bales. This here is 40, and with the goats we're going to have, the amount of goats, which is 6, we're going to need probably at least 50 bales to last us through till next season when they start harvesting again. Anyway, there we go. Right now, Josie's bringing in the scale, and I'm gonna take one of these bales. I'm gonna weigh it to see exactly how much they do weigh, because you want at least about 50 pounds. I don't think these are. I think they're more in the 40 range somewhere, but I'm gonna find out here. Okay, first you gotta do me.
It will just sit on there, won't it?
Maybe I might be able to get it to go.
There you go. 40.
That's exactly what I told him, wasn't it? He asked if I thought these were 50-pound bales. I said, no, these feel more like 40. And what do these weigh?
40 pounds.
40 pounds.
Do you want to weigh a different one or just go?
Yeah, we'll do a couple.
Yeah, about 34.
Yeah. Okay. You just get them down for me and I'll carry them over.
These aren't that heavy. I can help you carry them.
This is yours a little better.
You want gloves?
I don't know where mine are.
Probably in the truck. You were wearing them yesterday. The truck's right here once you put them on.
Huh? They're in the truck?
Unless you moved them.
Okay, guys, we ended up taking all that hay you just saw, loading it back on the trailer, and taking it back to where we bought it. The guy had told us if the goats won't eat it, then bring it back, and so we did. And this is second cutting here we've gotten. Let me explain to you what happened. We brought the hay home, and I tried to feed it to them for a couple days. Well, they wouldn't touch it. I don't know why. Maybe there was too much weeds in it. Something was off, and they wouldn't eat it. So we contacted the guy that we bought it from, the farmer. Really a super nice guy. And we took it all back. Then we loaded up 50 bales of the second cutting alfalfa. I took one of the bales and put it out there and fed it to them. and they gobbled it up. Now, would they have eaten that first cutting? Yeah, I think they would have had they got hungry enough. But if you have well-fed goats, they're going to be picky about what they eat. Goats generally eat between 2 to 4 pounds of hay a day. And that's what you should be feeding them, depending on what type of goat you have. Nigerians have a tendency to get a little chubby if you're overfeeding. A way you can tell if they're getting too fat is you can feel their backbone. If you can feel their backbone, they're probably okay. If it gets to where you can't feel that backbone and hip muscles, they're getting way too fat. These are just a few things that I've learned reading and starting to raise these goats. Now, bucks are a whole different program. Right now, all we have is the does. We're getting ready to get the bucks. Bucks generally do not get fed alfalfa. Alfalfa has a tendency to cause calculi in buck goats. So high quality good hay for bucks isn't really what you want to feed them. Now the first buck we're getting has been fed alfalfa. So we're going to have a little trouble converting him over, I'm sure. So generally what you want for a buck is good quality horse hay. Also, high ratios of grain fed to bucks can cause the same problem. Grain should not be fed more than, I think it's 1.5% of their body weight. So you need to do some research on this and do some reading about what to feed and what not to feed your buck goats. Anyway, back to the hay. This is second cutting alfalfa. As you've seen it's a little browner now from sitting in the barn here. But when we got it, it was bright green and heavy. These things were 55, 60 pound bales, and the goats love them. What I'm saying is all hay is not created equal. If you're going to switch over from one hay to the next, do it gradually. Take 2 bales, feed a little of each bale to them each day to get them crossed over. And eventually they'll latch onto it. A funny thing that happened even with our goats on eating grass out here, and they're normally eating like stems and leaves and stuff like that. But we brought one doe home, and Roxy. Now, she would get out there and eat the grass. The other goats wouldn't touch it. Then when they seen her eating it, they all started eating grass. Goats are funny critters. So saying that goats will eat anything is just not true. Now, they may acclimate to it, but just to throw them some feed and say, this is it, this is what you get. Now, they get hungry enough, they will eat it, but they may lose a few pounds before they get really happy about it. Anyway, just wanted to share these few things that I've learned so far, and as time goes on, I hope to learn a lot more. I hope to give you more information. I hope you got a little bit from this. I'm no expert by any means, but I try to learn and try to tell people what I've learned without being bossy or a know-it-all. It's just what I'm picking up, what I'm reading, and I'm trying to pass it along to you, maybe to help you out a little bit. So what you're going to see now is basically us bringing in this second trailer load, which is this here, of hay. This is our hay that we just bought, and I think I got enough for the winter between that and this I've got started stacking. These babies are 55, 60 pound alfalfa grass mix, mostly alfalfa though. And we always put them on pallets so they can breathe. And I'll put it 5 high, and I'll keep 50 of them in here, and I'll get that off the trailer pretty soon. It's some pretty good stuff. Okay guys, that's it. Thank you all for watching. Appreciate it. Have a great day. And as always, we'll catch you later.